All right, we're back for day 3 of the Advent calendar of puzzles. Today's puzzle involves a couple different things. The main thing is it's an XV Sudoku. So the way XV works is you will find X's and V's on the lines between two cells, and if there's an X between two cells, that means they sum to 10, like the Roman numeral 10. And if there's a V, it means they sum to 5. So for example, you could have a 2 and an 8 on an X, and you could have a 1 and a 4 on a V. A couple of tips for these is, so since you're going to have pairs here, you're going to have a 2-8, a 4-6, something like that. If you were to determine that this X had a 2 and an 8 in some order, if there was another X down here, this one could not be a 2-8, because if this was 2 and 8, this cell would have no options. So this one only points at one of those two, but this one still can't be a 2 and an 8 because of that. You'd have the same thing with a V. If I had a V right here, whatever I put in here, if this was 1 and 4 like we had earlier, this one now cannot be a 1 or a 4, so neither of these can be a 1 or a 4. So that's something to look at. The other thing that you'll find with today's puzzle is it has a king's move restraint. This is a chess king's move, so if you're not familiar with chess, a king can move one space in any direction, sideways, up and down, or diagonally. So a king from right here, if this was the king that won, king could move to any of these. So the way this works is whatever number is right here cannot appear in any of these cells. Obviously, Sudoku already would eliminate these as being the same as that one. So it's essentially just giving you this one cell diagonally restriction. So the places to look for that are, of course, on the borders between the boxes. So like right here, normally this could be a 1, but not in this puzzle. Another thing to look at with the king's move restraint is if you get a situation like, let's move that 1-4. Let's say that there was a V right here, and you decided these were a 1 and a 4. That is going to eliminate 1 and 4 as options from both of these cells, because just think about the ones. If this is a 1, obviously this can't be a 1 here. If this is the 1, this one can't be a 1, but neither can this one because of the king's move. If this is the 1, this one can't be a 1 because of Sudoku, and this one can't be a 1 because of the king's move. It's diagonal. And that works the same way with the 4. So if you have a pair in consecutive cells, even if they're not on the V, even if you had, a 3 and a 3-9 and a 3-9 here, for whatever reason you end up with a pair here, that would eliminate both those numbers from the two cells that are across the border here from it. So that's something to keep in mind. The only other thing you're going to see on today's puzzle is a little bit of thermometer action. Just the digits have to increase, but not necessarily consecutive. So you could have 1, 4, 8, 9 would be increasing. They don't necessarily have to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, or anything like that. So, all right. I hope you enjoyed today's puzzle. Hopefully that helps with the X and V Sudoku. I think these are kind of fun, and I think you guys will like it too. See you tomorrow.